Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yup, what's good, original crew, man? We're back. Hey, man, we're back on the channel, man. We got Killer Doesn't Know Cops Found Victim's Torture Tape. That's crazy. Crimes. Bro, you know what's so crazy right now? As we speak right now, somebody... Ooh, I don't even want to speak on that. But it's so true. As we were recording, probably while we're...
Was somebody out committing some type of crime? Is that what you
torture, yeah. But also kidnappings.
Oh.
You know how many people probably got kidnapped as we do this video?
Jeez.
This video is going to probably be an hour long. It's probably about 5 to 10 people
that's sad
been
to think
kidnapped in the
about.
world.
That's sad to think about.
Probably more than that. But hey, make sure y'all check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go if you want to first support. All you got to do is check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's video.
Liking it with a thumbs up.
But also, if you think about this, like, even our subscribers, there's probably a subscriber that we have. There's somebody who's watching. Never mind, I don't want to go there, bro. Yeah, let's go. Let's check it out. Let's see what's about. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
You're about to destroy your entire life. You're in trouble. There's nothing that will change that. You're in a heap of trouble. You know what you did. And you know it's bad. Really, really, really bad. What else is over there? Is the hatchet over there?
What you are witnessing is the interrogation of 39-year-old Brad Main. Days earlier, Brad murdered a babysitter and left their body in the middle of the desert, hoping no one would find it. But when police finally discovered it, even seasoned investigators struggled to comprehend what they saw. That same day, the police would launch a statewide operation to find and capture the killer. But Brad had a plan for evading justice, and what police don't yet realize, he wasn't acting alone.
She pushed him back and hit him again. And hammer, axe type thing, kind of fucking blow towards, like.
And who tells him to take the clothes off?
Heather.
Like, did it ever cross your mind that she might be playing me? No, might be recording you?
It was like a fucking movie. And,
yeah. Wants to say goodbye to you.
See.
What is happening?
On the night of July 31st, 2021, the Las Vegas Police Department receives a call from a truck driver who just made a terrifying discovery: a blood-soaked tarp and what looked like a human body inside, right at the bottom of Cathedral Canyon. In a matter of minutes, the police arrive to secure the area and allow emergency services to examine the body safely. However, no one was prepared for the gruesome sight hiding beneath that cover. It's a naked young male, and his body is mutilated beyond recognition. His torso is covered with extensive bruising, along with deep cuts and puncture wounds on his legs consistent with a sharp-edged weapon, possibly a knife or an axe, or, what's worse, both. Even more alarming are the severe burn marks medics spot on his body. The marks look too precise and defined to be accidental, almost as if they were deliberately inflicted with a blowtorch. But these injuries, no matter how severe, were not the cause of death. Upon examination, officers notice 4 massive gunshot wounds to the victim's back. Minutes later, 4 shotgun shells will be found just below the cliff, a possible spot a shooter used to execute the young man. Taken together, the nature and variety of the injuries point investigators to just one deeply disturbing explanation: the victim was tortured. By any measure, this wasn't an ordinary case for Las Vegas officers, and in the investigation that followed, they'd soon come face to face with the dark reality of how far human cruelty can go. While the young man's body is transported for forensic examination, detectives submit emergency requests to mobile service providers seeking data on devices that had pinged near the crime scene at or around the time of the murder. The next morning, on August the 1st, the victim is identified as 27-year-old Roy Jaggers. A quick background check reveals his parents' house located in downtown Las Vegas. Without wasting a breath, officers question his father, Apparently, Roy lost his job as an electrician some months earlier and had moved in with his parents. From time to time, he would take occasional gigs to help make ends meet while working part-time at a local convenience store. But one little fact in Roy's father's account stands out to the officers. Before disappearing, Roy had visited the house of their neighbors, Heather Pate and Kevin Dent. After that, he never returned, and no one had seen or heard from him since. It was assigned to the police to act quickly. The same day, officers obtained a search warrant for the couple's residence. The next morning, on August the 2nd at 6 a.m., multiple units surround the house and escort the couple outside. But instead of taking them...
You wouldn't think no bullshit would go on in a community like this, you assume.
Yeah.
But also, it's like, the homes don't look like this. But this is where similar crimes like go on here. The homes are extravagant like this, probably bigger. And that's where most of the crime is happening here where we stay. But you were saying what, though?
I know, I was about to say, and he said that they were neighbors?
Mm-hmm. That was the father said.
Yeah.
He said he was going something with the neighbors. They
Y'all
never returned.
So stupid.
But I'm just saying, like, just outside appearance looking at you like, oh, this is a nice neighborhood, look quiet. Ain't no bullshit going on here. But
Crazy people live everywhere.
What you said?
Yeah, multiple units surround the house and escort the couple outside. But instead of taking them to the station for interrogation, they question them on site. There might be another accomplice, and officers don't want to waste a minute searching for him. They'll start with Kevin Dent, who would soon reveal more than investigators initially expected.
I'm just trying to figure out how you got pulled into him.
Well, I met Heather and I together.
A couple weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
Looks like.
Yeah. You know, I just met her friends, and we both know who one of her friends is. And she's cool. Cool little dude. I just couldn't, like, get a read on him.
That's Roy, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So, I mean, correct. And he would ask her weird questions when I left, like, hey, what's Kevin thinking of me? You know, he's cool. He just seems like a weird little dude, but he's cool. But he just seemed off. Something about him seemed off, and but I don't know, I try not to get too close to people anyway. But
Before going further with the questioning, it's important to clarify who he really is. Kevin is a 36-year-old ex-convict and the boyfriend of Heather Pate. His lengthy criminal record includes harming a child, battery, and resisting a police officer with a firearm. In fact, he had been released from prison just 8 months before the murder.
That first one, I want to know exactly what that is, because it's going to be a slew of things.
Yeah.
It can be like he let the kid in the car and ran into a convenience store. They would be considered that too. So it could be a slew of things. I would need more detail. But it's still crazy.
You just want to know.
But it's still crazy though. Yeah. Because it could be
an
accident all the way up to, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? You know what I'm saying?
Despite his troubled past, Heather Pate, a mother of two, had entered into a relationship with him. And, like most couples, on occasion they couldn't watch their children. This is where the victim comes in.
Okay.
Heather would often ask Roy to babysit for them for a quick buck. Due to financial circumstances, well, Roy never refused. As
She took advantage.
a precaution, she installed security cameras recording the inside and outside of the house. For all the times they had asked him for help, the couple had never reported a single issue. That is, until August the 30th, which is when the couple noticed something on the footage that didn't look right to them.
like there was times where the camera cut off, and then it pops back up and he's walking around in his boxers, and it was just weird. And then the camera went blank again, and all of a sudden, her child was on the couch. And, you know, then obviously bad thoughts start running through your head.
Right, you start making assumptions.
You know, she wanted some answers, some clarification as to why you walk around my house like that. And, you know, I was there and...
According to Heather, the footage allegedly showed Roy walking around the house wearing only boxers, playing adult games near the children, and handling them in ways that would be considered unacceptable. Kevin would later claim that this was the first time anything like this had happened, and they needed answers. The next day, Heather would call Roy and ask him to come over to the house. As soon as he arrived, the couple demanded an explanation for what they described as suspicious behavior. But the way he would approach this would be anything but reasonable.
So, and then, you know, it escalated to, you know, yelling, and I didn't fucking do anything. I didn't touch nobody, blah, blah. And I was like, dude, she's asking me questions. You know, you're just starting to get loud and scream and yell. Just tell her, you know what I'm saying? Just relax. So I got to that point. It's like, I'm getting pissed now. Like, it does seem like something happened.
Right.
I can't say if you touch this little kid, but it seems like
Starting
something
to look
happened.
that way.
I mean, whether you're dirty, just standing in front of the door, touching yourself, or did you touch this kid? But I seen what the kid's thing looks like, and don't look good, dude. That's what I told him. I was like, that don't look normal, and I've never seen no shit like that before in my life. So, you know, she's pissed, and one thing leads to another. You know, she just keeps getting, you know, more and more enraged, and, you know.
Why y'all just didn't call the police?
Right.
If you got surveillance footage evidence, why we just didn't get the police involved? Had the proper, like, because you could have contacted them. They would have contacted who they need to have come and talk to the kids and got the kids' stories, see if anything occurred. That's, you know, because they would have got, like a therapist, psychologist to come talk to the kid and have them sit down, and they would have been able to elaborate if anything happened. They would have got that out of their child. So
She didn't really like hit him, but it's more like, you know, lines where a woman gets mad and she hits you once in the shoulder and you kind of tuck away and it's just shoulder shit. And that's pretty much how it started, you know. And he's just like, oh, Jane loves it. And you can kind of hear it in his voice again, like, like, you're not going to do shit to me.
Not getting answers they wanted to hear, the conflict quickly turned violent. For Roy, he never could have imagined just how far this would go.
So walk me through. So you get mad, and then what?
And then, you know, I guess, I don't know, gained more confidence because it was next to her, I don't know. So she, you know, she pushed him back and, you know, hit him again, and he got him again, and I hit him, you know. Then him and I started, like, rolling on the ground. So, him and I just went at it for about, a couple minutes, and I just threw him off, and I threw him over towards, like, the fireplace, and I threw him towards the fireplace, and I just backed up, and I was pissed. I went in the kitchen and it's more or less just, you know, he's sitting there, and you're not going anywhere until you tell us, like, really what happened.
what weapon did they say possibly was used earlier?
A knife and
An axe or
something.
Could it been the pokey thing that they have at the fireplace? You know what I'm talking about when they be like the.
Because he had like cuts on his leg, like.
But they couldn't determine what the weapon was. Could have been one of the fireplace pokey thing. I don't know. It could have been an axe because they actually used the fireplace wood.
Getting at him like, I'm not letting you leave until I want to hear you tell me what the fuck happened to your kid.
Kevin talks about the altercation. With the victim overpowered, they put him in handcuffs, wrapped him in a tarp, and put him in the back seat of their car. With no clear destination in mind, the couple then drove away, but not before Heather made a single phone call to their close friend, one that would ultimately seal Roy's tragic fate.
Who did she call from the house?
Dude, I want to say Brandon, sorry, because I just said that, but Brad, yes.
And what was that conversation?
I've only met that dude one time, but I don't know. I met him one time, and he just, you know, kind of like Mr. CIA agent type guy. And you know,
so when she calls him, what is that conversation like?
I honestly, bits and pieces, I can't really hear it because it's on the earpiece. And, you know, Roy's in the back, and we'll say, "Hey, raise the water," and like he's kind of talking here and there. I'm kind of in autopilot, and so like she's talking to him, whisper.
Right. So then you get to prom. Then what happens?
Correct. Off the road, somebody fucking wearing.
Do you meet up with him? Do you meet up with someone else?
All right, him. And,
and where does he take you?
Yeah, it was like a they follow me thing, I guess.
Right.
Following this guy and fucking went somewhere off road. There's nothing around.
Right. Is Roy walking on his own at that point? Like he got out of the car, or did you have to drag him out, or?
I just opened the door. And son's here too.
You opened the door and what?
Opened the door, yeah, and I just kind of like pulled him out.
Okay.
Pulled him out, and
So you pull him out, and then what happened?
Then it's his show from there.
Who's his show?
Brad.
And what did he do?
Enough.
Can you tell me what though?
was crazy.
Okay.
Investigators have since learned that Roy was taken far from any populated areas to a shooting range in the middle of the desert, a place where no one would hear his screams for help. What Roy didn't realize was the final hours of his life had begun, and Brad wanted to make every minute as painful and terrifying as he possibly could.
So what did Brad do? Just give me some examples.
Scared him, like just like let off a couple shots, and then just like, hey. Now it seems, like letting him know like it's real now.
So what? I know you don't want to tell me because it's gruesome, but will you tell me what Brad actually did?
Yeah, it was.
What did he do?
It was.
What did he do?
Nightstick, like a hammer axe type thing, kind of fucking blowtorch, like touching him here and there with that, just poking him with a knife here and there, like the hits, with this thing, like the hammer, the nightstick, just shit like that. Cut him, burn him. I was like, it was like a fucking movie. And
when Brad's doing all this, what are you doing?
Watching, but not watching.
And what's Heather doing?
That kind of shock. Same.
Just standing there. Did Ryan or Roy ever get up? Or basically he was on the ground the whole time?
Yeah, he's just...
What made him...
apologetic. I'm sorry. Yeah, I did it. After a while, I was like, yeah, I did do it. I touched his dick, I touched his pee-pee, the bathroom, the bedroom. Yeah, I did it. And I'm really sorry.
Did it ever in your mind even think of the fact that he only said yeah because he knew that's what y'all wanted to hear? Because some people confess to something not because they actually did it, because obviously they feel like that's what you want to hear. You're not going to stop until you get what you want. You said, what up?
And I was just going to say, I wonder, like, what all you can see on the video and if the cops will be able to, like, see the video
see something like
to determine. Because
Yeah.
I want to know, like, yeah, because the only reason I'm saying, because on the video, I guess it's not showing everything. You just kind of piecing things together based off of what you see. But you wanted him to, like, tell you exactly what it was that was taking place.
What video is a possibility that the videos from that they might have is from the camera in the house? Mm-hmm. Or did she record out here? Because he said recording, but he didn't say exactly the location or anything where she was recording. So I'm like, what did she record? I'm saying, like, what did she record on? Did she record the initial fight? That's so we can know for a fact that y'all had some involvement in, or
I wasn't even talking about that video, but yeah, I was talking about the video of the kid, like what he possibly did.
Oh, you talking about that?
I was talking about that. I forgot about the title that.
So you talking about? Yeah, he said the cameras kept going in and out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if the camera's going in and out, there's nothing he could have done to make the cameras go in and out, Roy.
Yeah.
No, let's...
And I'm saying, I'm wondering, I was asking, like, I'm wondering what all they were able to see in the house on the 30th for them to have him come over on the 31st, because they could see him walking around in his boxers around their kids. They could see their kids, whatever.
But they said they never actually saw anything.
That's what I was like. I'm just wondering. Yeah, whatever. Let's get back.
But no, hold on.
Okay.
But he did state that they never saw anything, so that's why they brought him a question. My thing is also with that, did you talk to your son or because I know she had 2 kids, but he didn't specify like what she had.
Yeah, I never specified.
But did you talk to your kids to ask them did anything go down, and you can be truthful and honest with us? Yeah. Because that's the first step. Ask the kids, talk to the kids, make sure that they are okay.
Regardless of the fact, if they're my kids, yes, I'm gonna be like livid. And I am going to question you, but I'm also going to get authorities involved because I want you held responsible.
Yeah, but I do want to verify for my kids before I blow up into assumption what if anything had occurred. Because first of all, I want to make sure that you're okay. Then I am going to get the authorities involved because you didn't do anything towards the child. You didn't do anything wrong. But if nothing had occurred, I am gonna say we ain't bringing you back over here because you ain't got no business walking around as a grown adult around them boxes around my kids because that's weird.
Right, it's very.
I'm go ahead and let you know a chastisement.
Yeah.
I'm glad nothing happened, but you ain't never allowed to come back.
If
over
that was
here.
the case,
yeah.
But we will never know for real.
Not for real, for real.
But it's still odd that you're walking around
in boxers. You got too comfortable, and you were visiting my house, so you should never get comfortable.
Man.
But he didn't stop. Huh? Brad didn't stop, though.
Detectives' worst suspicions had been proved correct. Roy had been beaten, cut, and burned repeatedly before finally giving his attackers the admission they were demanding. Authorities believe he may have confessed simply in hopes that the torture would stop. Unfortunately for Roy, it may have just sealed his fate. With their first goal complete, the victim was put back in the car. The group...
Well, if that's the case, because also if that's the case, then no matter if he told them the truth or not, they still had a pre-notion in their mind that they're going to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
So there was nothing he was going to be able to do to get that stuff out.
Because y'all had already made up your mind that...
When you called him,
yeah,
that sealed his fate. He was never going to make it back home.
His fate. With their first goal complete, the victim was put back in the car. The group briefly returned to Brad's house, where he went inside and came back out with an item in his hands. He put it in the trunk before driving away to their final destination, the Cathedral Canyon. By this point, investigators believe Brad had already decided exactly how the end would come for their victim.
You know, he's kicking him around and he's talking to him, and I don't know if he had it or that's a horrible way. The house. I don't know. Maybe just to switch trucks, but yeah, I noticed he's holding like a 12 gauge, 10 gauge, whatever he had, and I was like, "What the fuck, man?" And he's just kicking him, telling him, getting him closer to the edge, and he's like, "Strip him." He's in the tarp, so that's right. I'm skipping. Pull him out. He's in the tarp. Get that thing off him. Strip him. So I'm off the hook. I don't gotta do this. I don't gotta do no more of this. I don't. And she's like, "Don't look at me. I don't have a knife." He's like, "Here, I got mine. Do it." And while he's like, now he gives the knife to her, pulls the gun over his shoulder, and he's like, "Strip him. Don't fuck my knife up though. Strip him." And she's like doing it, but she's hesitant, and I can see like she's like, I'm scared too now. That's why I'm worried. Like, I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. I can see her look at me like, "What the fuck?" And she's like, "I can't do it. I can't do it." He's like, "You do it."
At the canyon, Brad gave Roy what appeared to be a chance to run. In reality, it was nothing but a sickening psychological ploy destined to end Roy's life in the most inhumane way possible.
And he's like, "Do you want to die?" Man, no, I don't. That's what I told you. If you cooperate, you cool. Let you live. Let you walk out of here.
So then what happens?
He doesn't jump. He's kicked. He's pushed off. So
and so he goes over the cliff.
Yeah. And we hear metal. Like whatever he hit, he hit something fucking hard, and he hit metal, and it sounded bad. And like she kind of cringed into me, like, "Oh," and I whatever held her, and I heard boom. And I was like, heard the shot, and I kind of like I ran over to the edge, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And I seen him, and he was running. I could see Roy
was running.
Yeah, and
then what happened?
I looked at this dude, and he's just like, it's fucking target practice at the range. Just he eyed him, like heat you, and just boom. And he dropped him on that, and I turned around and walked away.
How many times total did he shoot?
I thought 4. She said she thought she heard 5.
The detective notices a consistent pattern in Kevin's testimony. Throughout the questions, Kevin attempts to portray himself and Heather as reluctant participants, claiming they were pressured and intimidated by Brad into assaulting the victim. According to him, they acted out of fear, believing that if they refused, Brad would turn his violence on them instead, using a firearm. What Kevin fails to realize is the investigators were already uncovering multiple pieces of evidence that completely contradict the story he's trying to spin. By the time Kevin is interviewed, officers have seized his home surveillance camera recording system and have watched the confrontation unfold. The video shows Heather and Kevin both repeatedly striking Roy, all while two of their kids watched the assault in the background. By the time Roy was placed in the car, he was already bleeding heavily from the head. But
did y'all leave the kids at home by themselves while y'all went out and took this boy's life?
Also, I want to know where they hide at the time.
True. I have so many questions.
Also, I want to know, was Heather high? Also, at the time of watching the film, because she high, she could also make herself seeing things that she wouldn't normally see. Because she probably would have thought it was boxing and it could have been shorts. So I need to. I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. I just have so many questions.
Yeah, I got a lot of questions. Like I said, you should have just got the police involved, and you could have got the real true answers of what you possibly looking for. Without that, we jump into conclusion. Now this man is dead. Y'all finna go, and the kids are without him.
Yep.
Which is obviously seems like the kids probably better off without two sick ass mindset as individuals.
By the time Roy was placed in the car, he was already bleeding heavily from the head. But this isn't the only disturbing evidence they uncovered. What investigators discover next will add a whole new sinister dimension to the crime. After the interrogation, Heather Pate handed over the device she had been using during the crime, an audio recorder. When investigators played the recording in full, they were left in shock. The voices of three individuals could be heard taking turns assaulting Roy and...
Shorty, why you have an audio recorder? Why?
I think maybe because she wanted to get his confession on it. Like him confessing to whatever it is that they thought that he did, I guess.
But also, under that, he still would have confessed under distress, so it's still...
I'm wondering, was the recording before... she had already hit record when she called him to the house.
I get you even with that, but it's
everything else is going to be on there, because I get what you're saying, too.
No, that's not
that's what you're saying. Oh, my bad.
Let me finish before you try to put it...
Okay, go ahead.
Hold on, pause.
Yeah,
Stop. But before you try to put the words in my mouth, I'm saying, even if you had a recorder and was trying to set him up, it still would have 100% a confession under distress, which in return is not a true confession.
I got you.
So just because you use a scare tactic to get someone to confess, that's not a true, honest confession.
I
said, let me.
I get you. I'm not gonna put nothing in your mouth.
No, put words in my mouth. Hold on, pause.
Wait a minute.
I'm gonna put some in the nose. Come here. Hold on.
The voices of three individuals could be heard taking turns assaulting Roy, and cutting through his repeated cries of pain is the sound of their laughter and cheering. Worse still, it was planned. Before the torture, officers heard Heather making a phone call. The male on the other side of the line can be heard telling Heather he would come over to show her how it's done. The audio recording ends with several shotgun blasts echoing through the canyon. They had recorded the whole ordeal from the moment Roy entered their home all the way to his terrifying last minutes alive. The evidence leaves little doubt. Roy was subjected to torture by all three individuals, not just Brad.
And then you also, what's his name? Kevin? Remember also when he first got in the police car, he tried to go ahead and create this narrative around Roy's character. He's always been off. He's always been a little weird. I was trying to, because you're trying to say, paint this picture of, he was kind of weird, bro, and he gave off this, but without proper evidence to say that he's done anything.
Yeah, and also if he's always come off a little weird, y'all kind of got bad vibes from him. Why the hell would you let him watch your two kids?
Bingo. So what was the real reason, or y'all just thirsty to get rid of somebody?
Hopefully we'll get most.
Roy was subjected to torture by all three individuals, not just Brad, despite what Kevin had told the detective. With two confirmed suspects in custody, officers now needed to capture the third, the man who pulled the trigger and ended the victim's life. Luckily, by then, police had already begun tracking Brad's phone, and he was driving away from Las Vegas. At around 1 p.m., multiple patrol units followed Brad's car and conducted a controlled traffic stop by boxing the car in and ordering the driver to reveal himself slowly.
Look how he dressed.
Driver, turn off your vehicle. Driver, turn off your vehicle and put the keys on the roof. Step back until I tell you to stop. Slowly. Slowly. Okay, stop. This deputy's going to grab your hands and put you in handcuffs. You're being detained.
The man behind the wheel is Brad Main. Captain Barushewitz places his hands in cuffs and orders him to sit inside the car. The captain has been investigating this case since the beginning and knows every detail of the suspect's terrifying crime. The abduction, the torture, the cold-blooded murder, and even an attempted cover-up. Brad has yet to realize how much evidence the detectives have on him. He has nowhere to run, and this is what the captain wants him to understand.
Okay, Brad, listen. You're in a heap of shit, and you know it. And you know why you're here, and you know why we're here.
No, I really don't.
Yeah, you really do, I promise. So I'm going to tell you that I'm at 37 hours of no sleep, and I'm not in the mood to mess around. So if you don't want to be honest and be forthcoming, then I don't want to talk to you.
Okay.
Because I already know what you did. I've already tracked on all the electronics to verify what I know, okay? And you can either be honest and try to help yourself, or you can sit here and lie to me, and you know what the end result of that is, okay? There's more to this story, I'm sure, than what we're being told. But the bottom line is, you know what you did. And you know it's bad. Really, really, really bad. And this is your chance to help yourself or to hurt yourself.
You're referring to the situation with a person out of Vegas, I'm assuming.
Yeah. That's exactly what I'm referring to.
So I'm assuming that that has something to do with why she started avoiding my phone calls, and the person you guys found is the person that the last time I knew anything about it, he was still alive.
Well, I don't know. You tell me that part, and I'll tell you what information I have that dispels that. But I'm going to warn you up front that if you think you're going to lie your way through this,
I'm not going to lie.
I'm just telling you, if you think you are, you're going to get yourself in much bigger trouble.
I won't. I'm not going to lie to you guys.
So when was the last time you saw him, and what? And what's the story?
They were going to leave him in the desert to walk home. She had video proof that he was her children, and despite repeated attempts to get her to call the cops, she decided to show up out here, and they beat him up. And the last I saw him, they were taking him out to the California border to make him walk home.
Okay.
That's the last I saw of any of it.
Okay.
Up until that moment, neither Kevin Dent nor Heather Pate had made any mention of Brad contacting the authorities over Roy's behavior or any attempt to resolve the situation legally. In fact, the evidence suggests the opposite, that they had chosen to take the law into their own hands. However, Brad is going to try the only strategy he can come up with in this situation, to shift the blame onto others and try to minimize his role. But this won't work as well as he hopes.
I don't want to go to prison.
Then stop. Forget the bullshit. Forget the story that
don't
you
want to
came
go to
up with.
prison.
Because
But I don't want to go to prison, but I can take somebody's life and not give a fuck about it.
Right.
But I don't want to go to prison. Go ahead, go to
How
prison, you
think
little
that
bitch.
works? All right.
There's only one or two ways I can see him in prison.
it's late, okay? It's late. It's too late for that, okay? Your phones are all linked together. The GPS track is crystal clear about where you went. You didn't just watch her walk across the desert. You didn't just go to Cathedral Canyon. You met her, and I'm going from memory. I'm tired. I think it was at Barney and Gamebirds where the first GPS where the three of you come together, and then you zigzag her out into the desert, right? And then you go back to your house, and I have a witness who sees you at your house with her vehicle, and then I have a witness who sees you going out there, and then I have a witness who sees you going back out there. So let's cut the bullshit. I know what really happened. Okay? What I'm trying to figure out is how the fuck Brad, the Brad of Prump, got tied into this mess. I'm trying to help the Brad save his ass, and the Brad is sitting in my seat filling me full of bullshit.
I'm not trying to fill you
Then forget the lies.
As far as,
Forget the lies and let's start over.
Cut it.
How did this start?
She called me and said that she had proof. And I said, proof of what? And she said, proof that this motherfucker, my children. I told her on numerous accounts, call the cops. And she's like, it's too late for that. I said, you need to call the cops, or you need to bring them out here and dump them on the sheriff's department's doorstep and get it far away from
That's not the wording you said. That's not the wording. Her whole house is on camera.
No, I know that.
That's not the wording you said. It
One
was
of the
something
conversations
more
that
to
I
the
had.
effect of, bring him out here, and I don't remember the wording. It could have been, I will help, I'll take care of that, I'll show you how it's done, whatever it is, okay?
I promise
Something
you I
to
never
that
said
effect. I heard it.
Bro, they heard it.
I heard it. It's recorded at her house on her surveillance cameras. And then the GPS is crystal clear. And her story and his story, completely consistent. The witness that saw you, completely consistent. The other witness who saw you and them at your house, completely consistent. So if your answer is, man, I'm going to see if you're an idiot, man, I don't have time for this, Brad.
I'm not trying to say
You are.
you're an idiot.
You're trying to save yourself by lying, and you're hanging yourself.
I'm trying to save myself by lying.
Then let's start over and the truth. Because don't give me this bullshit, because I promise you, by the time we've already kicked the door at your house, okay?
Are my cats okay?
I didn't see any cats there.
Brad fails to grasp the gravity of the situation, trying to redirect the interrogation to unrelated personal concerns. However, the detective does not allow this detour, and finally, he gets Brad to share a piece of the shocking truth.
Where's the shotgun that you hid?
I don't have a shotgun. The only shotgun I have is in my safe. I'll give you the combination to open it.
I'm not going to waste my time, man.
Bro,
I'm tired, like I said. If you want to go down for the whole thing.
I will show you.
You've already lied to me once now about this.
I'm not.
You've already lied. Yes. Yeah, you lied already, Brad. This is not how the Brad goes down. This is stupid. This is the Brad going down for some girl that he's been banging periodically.
Whoa.
For what? For what? Is that worth it? So you lost your cool protecting her kid, and you did some stupid fucking shit. Okay? That we can live with. That we can go to the district attorney, and we can say he's not a fucking cold-blooded murderer. That we can work with. He lost his cool. He lost his temper. They brought him out here in the heat of the passion. This happened. But we can't live with lies. We can't live with lies, because when you lie, that means that you're calculated, that you're a criminal.
Yeah.
The only thing that I did was kick the kid in the freaking stomach when he said he enjoyed what he did to her kids.
The hostility in Brad's voice gives the officer an opening to keep putting on pressure, and the detective is ready to reveal another piece of evidence that will catch Brad completely off guard.
So how come I have a witness, a very credible witness, spot-on credible witness, who says they saw the shotgun in your hand? This is what I'm talking about, Brad. You know what? You are not. I thought you were a lot smarter than this. My whole time of knowing you, I thought you were a lot smarter.
Like I said, we can open my safe. My
I don't need to
shotgun is
open
in
your
my
safe. I don't need to open your safe. I have a perfectly credible witness who watched you with the shotgun. This is the part that I tried to get you to be honest with. And yes, you thought it was dark and no one was there. I get it. But I told you up front not to fucking bullshit me.
I'm telling you, the shotgun is at my house in my safe.
That's the shotgun that you used out there.
My shotgun
No,
is in my
answer the
safe.
question. What shotgun did you use out there? The truth. Not a lie, Brad. Not a fucking lie. The truth. The truth. Where is that shotgun that you used out there?
I'll take you to it.
Okay, can you tell me where it is so I know where I'm going?
It's over at a friend's house.
What else is over there? Is the hatchet over there?
What hatchet?
Whatever axe or hatchet you used to cut his leg?
I didn't do it.
Brad?
Whoa.
Well, who did?
No. I don't know nothing about any of that.
What about the baton?
I don't know nothing about that either.
Okay.
No, I'm serious. I don't. I swear to God, I don't know nothing
Brad's
about that.
still lying.
I don't know nothing about that.
It's important to note that the same trucker who found the body of Roy Jaggers saw the suspects killing the victim in the canyon with a shotgun. Not only that, he had seen them coming back to cover up the body with the tarp and then getting away as quickly as possible. His witness testimony is consistent with the GPS route and phone pings that showed where the suspects had been and when they visited the location. And the more the detective reveals this information, the less room Brad has to maneuver. And the detective does not lose a beat.
Hey, what happened at the gun range? The truth.
Heather and Kevin just beat the shit
And
out
you
of
did
him.
nothing. You stood there.
I told you I kicked him a couple
And
times.
that's it.
I didn't do anything else.
And that's it.
That's it.
And you'll pass a lie detector test.
Yes, I will.
Bet me money. I don't need to bet you. I don't need to bet you because I know you're lying, Brad.
I'm not lying.
You're not smart.
I'm not lying.
You're not smart. I'm giving you every shot to be successful.
I didn't do anything other than take a few kicks in on him.
What happened out there with the shotgun? Don't say you didn't do nothing because I have a independent eyewitness who watched the entire thing. What happened out there?
They were cutting him loose and he came at us.
And whose knife were they using, Brad? Because I have a witness that told me exactly who handed the knife to who.
Bro, it's 3 individuals. I just got my ass beat. Why the
Why would I
fuck
come
would I
at,
come at y'all?
Y'all got all these weapons. Y'all just did what y'all did. What are you talking about?
Bro, I have no reason to come at y'all. Y'all just literally beat me the fuck down. You got me, you burned me, you hatchet at me. You got a gun in your hand. Cut me loose. I'm not running towards you. I'm trying to get as far away as possible I can from you. That doesn't make sense. But he think everybody's slow, huh?
Whose knife did they use, Brad?
I don't know.
Really? You have no clue whose knife they used to cut him open?
As far as I know, it was one out of her vehicle.
Isn't that convenient? And then they're going to let him loose, and then what did you do? The truth.
Like I said, he started to come at us, and I panicked.
And did what?
I fired around right past him, and he freaking jumped off the freaking cliff into Cathedral.
And then what? Brad, then what?
I took one more shot at him, and then I freaking ran.
One more shot? No.
I only got him once that I know of.
How many shots did you fire?
2. There was one to scare him, and then 2.
And he jumped off the cliff when you fired that one?
Yes.
And then he's running? Or he's walking? Or what?
He was running.
And then what?
I panicked, and I took 2 more shots at him, and then I took the last shot out of the shotgun to make sure it was empty before I threw it back in the car.
Why?
Sounds stupid, but it's illegal to transport a gun in a car loaded.
That sounds very dumb.
It is, but...
No, and the question I was asking is, why did you shoot him?
Trying to protect her.
From? He jumped off a cliff naked.
Her mistake. She should have never let it go that far. She should have never beat him. She should have never freaking done anything except call the cops like I asked her to do in the first place.
And so you figured by shooting him and killing him, that was the solution?
No. I figured that he would be wounded and he would learn his lesson not to touch little fuck. And from somebody that's been abused my entire life and somebody who's had my and go through the exact same thing.
The detective sees Brad's biggest mistake. He believes his accomplices were smart enough to commit the crime quietly without attracting too much attention. Right at this moment, Brad is about to be hit with a bombshell that will ruin his chances of walking away at once.
I figured he'd have
Let me ask you this, Brad. Do you think that you can trust Heather?
No.
Do you think you could back then?
Yeah.
Like, did it ever cross your mind that she might...
Be playing me?
No, might be recording you? Might have audio recording of the entire beating at the gun range and the things you say? This is what I'm talking about, Brad. You don't know what I have, and when I tell you what I have, suddenly you tell me just a little piece of truth.
I don't
want a little piece of truth.
I don't remember everything from that freaking night. I was
but you know what
tired.
you will remember? You will remember beating someone, and you're claiming you didn't. And guess what? The audio and the witnesses that were there, their story says something different. And their story and the audio matches what I found on that man's body. So when I start this conversation with, tell the truth and save yourself, I meant that.
Can you loosen the left one just a hair, please?
Hell no.
My left wrist is just a little bad. I'm obviously not going to try and do anything stupid.
Obviously, you've been so smart about this. Hey, does somebody have a handcuff key?
At long last, Brad accepts his fate and stops lying. Finally, the detective is about to receive a full confession.
He wasn't gonna say shit until he just told him. I guess it's all on recording.
All on recording.
He's like, God damn, this dumbass mom. Now it's like, let me just tell the truth, bro. This is what he did.
So why don't we reset, and why don't we go back to the beginning, and let's pretend, let's start this from scratch. Okay? She calls you. You meet at Barney and Gamebird. You drive to the Bella Vista range. Then what? The truth, Brad. The truth.
Everybody was having fun taking turns at him.
With?
I got him with a belt that I left out there, stupidly. As far as the baton goes, the last time I saw it, it was in the back of her truck.
And where did that come from?
It was my old one from when I was a security guard.
Okay. And what about the hatchet axe thing?
I don't remember there being a I swear.
Didn't that motherfucker say he tried to act like he was a CIA agent? And that be the thing with a lot of these wannabe rent-a-cop ass motherfuckers. They failed at trying to be a police officer or military, so they go be a security guard, and they take that shit
to the head, child.
They be top flight security in the world, Craig. Boy, you're a security guard. No disrespect to security guards. It's a good job. It's a good paying job. But some people just take it overly serious like they are police officers. Like the law is in their hand. Mm-hmm. The only thing, you're just trying to prevent people from stealing 9 times out of 10. You're not like, you just, hey, and then you have to go call the real people to come. Like, stop. Y'all gotta stop, bro. Talking about baton from when I was a security guard.
Security guard.
Okay. And what about the hatchet axe thing?
I don't remember there being I swear to God, I don't remember there being a hatchet axe there.
Okay, what else do you remember there being? How about your handgun that you always carry on your hip? That you were shooting near his head? In this truck?
Yeah.
Okay.
Same place it always is, in the center console.
Okay. And did you hit him when you were shooting at him?
No.
Well, why were you shooting at him?
Because like I told Heather, I figured the fear of God was more important than killing him.
Okay. So everyone's whooping on him, kicking and beating him with batons and stomping on him.
Kevin frickin' put a rock in his mouth and then curb stomped him. I was like, no, I gotta go. This is too much. We need to drag him out somewhere and leave him for somebody to find him. We're done.
So then what happened?
They wrap him up. They load him in the car, and
they wrap him up because
I didn't touch.
You did not, but I clearly heard the audio that says something to the effect of "wrap him up" from you, and he proceeds to wrap him up.
I straight up said, "This, we wrap him up. We need to go."
And what'd you wrap him? What'd he wrap him in?
He wrapped him in a tarp.
And then what? And then we went to your house, right?
The detective doesn't interrupt, but he knows the truth about what took place. The audio recording has revealed that everyone took satisfaction in torturing a man who had never been proven guilty by any lawful authority. Roy had been condemned by a couple who believed they had the right to act as judge, with Brad as the executioner. That was the last thing the detective needs Brad to admit, that he pulled the trigger and fired the 4 fatal shots.
And who takes him out of the car?
I never touched the person.
Well, you kicked him and punched him and beat him.
You know what I mean.
You never touched him getting out of the vehicle. So he gets him out of the vehicle. Or does she?
He did.
He does. And
she spit on him.
Okay.
Twice.
Okay.
And then put a knife to his throat and said, if you ever try and touch my kid, myself.
Okay. Who tells him to take the clothes off?
Heather.
Why? Heather says take the clothes off.
She wanted him stripped naked.
So she strips him naked. And then what? Did you push him?
I might have. I don't know.
You might have.
You touched him.
And then you fired a shot at him. And another shot. And another shot. Right?
Yes.
In the end, Brad agrees to lead the officers to the shotgun. He had hidden it at his parents' house, a place completely removed from the crime itself. His parents had no idea what their son had done. Neither had his wife, who now sits with her hands cuffed behind her back in a police car.
Wow.
It came down to these officers to break the horrifying truth.
Wife, so not only, now you got to realize your husband has killed somebody right behind your back, but also he killed somebody because he was for his mistress. That you ain't know. Well, honestly, who knows? She might have known about the whole time. You know, people do things these days. So I don't know. What about you? You know, I'm saying.
What about me?
Truth to her, and the last thing she can do now is say goodbye to him.
Let's just say goodbye to you. I'm willing to let you do it as long as it's not going to be a huge fiasco. Do you want to say goodbye to him, or do you want to just go?
I'd say go.
Okay.
What you telling him goodbye for?
You'll need that to get me a bail bonus. And then...
No, you can't reach in your pocket.
I know.
It's okay. We've already searched him.
They already know I'm not going to do anything stupid. I've already done enough stupid. Guess I'm going to find out how much my wife loves me. That's all I need, right?
You go
Hold on
sit
one
up
second.
in there, hoe.
Come
We don't play no time.
Go ahead and jump in.
Not that.
Hey. Please don't hate me. Oh, here.
Okay. Go ahead and jump in.
I'm about to finally see my wife.
For some reason, Brad assures her that she can bail him out and that he'll be home soon. But the officer is quick to interject.
There's no bail. It's a no bail charge for murder, so he's not going to have any bail. So you don't have to worry about it.
I didn't know I took melatonin. I went to sleep.
We believe you, otherwise you'd be going with us, okay? You got enough to deal with right now, so.
But this isn't the only heart Brad will break today.
Also, so now I'm thinking of that situation. Do you know your wife takes melatonin at night, and that's when you go do your creeping ass shit at night? Cause you know all that melatonin gonna knock her ass out. She gonna be so.
Well, she don't know what's going on. You coming and going, and she just knocked.
Boy, he probably do all type of shit at
When
night.
she sleep.
He like that melatonin.
That's effed up though.
That is
That's
crazy.
effed up.
Boy, you go to sleep, bruh.
Out here living all type of double lives.
That melatonin.
That's crazy though.
See, you want you some melatonin?
Baby, I don't need no melatonin.
She said, I got something better.
No, for real though.
Oh, man.
No, child.
She said, I got something better than that.
Officers immediately drive to his parents' house to recover the shotgun. With the weapon secured, only one task remains.
What?
Brad now has to look into the eyes of his mother and tell her about the monstrous crime she knows nothing about.
Hey,
Come here, Mom.
that's my favorite guy.
Yeah,
Oh.
also bailing right now. I love you, Mom.
Wait a minute. What do I see? What's that?
Oh, handcuffs. They're
You-
called handcuffs.
Why?
They usually and those are called cop cars.
What?
And the only reason they're in front of me is because these gentlemen know I'm not going to do anything to them.
That is true.
What do you mean, Mr. Ford?
Uh,
Tell me.
Murder.
the body found at Cathedral Canyon that caused it.
A body was that? Come on.
He's not kidding.
I killed it. Instead of letting cops handle it.
Okay, you see,
So
you trying to make yourself feel better for what you did
You trying to
by
make
calling
yourself
him
look
that,
like
a hero,
this
or something.
yeah.
Like
You don't know nothing. They don't know. Y'all beat him up until he confessed. Again, a lot of people confess to things under distress. That's the reason why so many people have went to jail and have been able to get out, because they have falsely confessed to things that they were never guilty for, but under distress to say, well, matter of fact, I can even put it on YouTube. A guy confessed to killing his own child, but they come to find out, you only remember that dude.
Coming to find out what?
The man was in an interrogation room because you remember they found his daughter and her best friend often, and they said he assaulted them.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
I can't put it. I can't put. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to get it on YouTube. It's not out yet. It's so many body cams we cannot put on YouTube, bro.
And that was under distress. He had been in there for hours. They had held him.
And the reason why the officers were so adamant about that
because he
already had a criminal record.
Yeah.
He falsely confessed. Come to find out it was somebody else.
It was brother. It was the little one of the little girls' brother friend, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And the father went to prison for it, and he kept fighting, saying I was innocent, and they did not believe him because they said he confessed.
But he
confessed under distress, and his own video camera of them saying, "Hey, also this is your confession. Yeah. We already got it written out for you. We just need you to sign." And he signed. So just because somebody confessed doesn't always 100% mean that they're guilty of the crime.
I just wish that y'all would have went about it the proper way, because I do feel like anybody that's doing anything like that to kids need to be held responsible. Point blank. That's some sick shit. But I feel like y'all should have called authorities, so an investigation could have been done. Y'all, like, maybe, like, I know you don't want to, like, y'all put the kids already through enough. Y'all done sit there and let the kids watch y'all even torture him in the beginning. So, because I was about to say you wouldn't want to put the kids like through that, like being talking to people and trying to like revisit that. But you need to know, because you want this person held responsible. But y'all took authorities into y'all own hands and was like, hey, we're gonna handle this our way. And now everybody going to fucking prison, and the kids grow up without a mother, father figure, whoever. What's so crazy?
The kids still gonna have to go through that trauma yet again, because they're gonna have to be interviewed about what they saw.
Yeah.
So now they're gonna have to revisit and tell on mama and daddy.
A lot of trauma.
Yeah, mama and daddy beat Roy in front of us.
Like, I feel for the kids for sure.
We don't even know what truly happened, because I killed the pet and walk off. Man, bro.
Oh dear God, that was stupid. Why didn't you just go tell them?
Apparently that's my new MO. That's stupid.
In preparation for the trial of Heather Pate, Kevin Dent, and Brad Main, the police had launched separate investigations to determine whether the accusations against Roy Jaggers had any factual or evidentiary basis. Detectives reviewed the footage, spoke with the kids, and found no evidence of him acting inappropriately around minors. Roy had been mercilessly tortured and killed for made-up reasons with no credible backing. He was innocent all along. During the trial in May of 2023, Roy's sister was allowed to confront her brother's murderer directly.
Roy and Thomas Jaggers wanted to live so bad. He endured and took everything you did to him. And when you kicked him off the cliff, he still ran to make sure that he fought every moment for his life until you shot him in the back like a coward you are. The only permanent thing in life is death. And you chose to end my innocent brother's life for absolutely no reason other than for your own enjoyment.
Yeah.
All I can do now is hope and pray that your last day of freedom was the day you took my brothers.
Both Heather Pate and Kevin Dent took plea deals. The couple will serve their lives in prison, although Heather has a possibility of parole after 20 years and Kevin after 10 years served. As for Brad Main, he stood trial, trying to defend himself. That's when the public finally learned the reason behind his cruelty and excessive violence. He himself had suffered domestic violence and abuse when he was a little kid. But while childhood trauma may have played a role in who he turned out to be, it in no way...
I don't give a fuck. Y'all don't take nobody else's childhood trauma into consideration.
In no way. Let it finish.
...explains the atrocious acts that he committed that day. He also didn't take the chance to atone for his crime. Instead, he continued shifting the blame to the couple who allegedly exploited his past to get him to do their dirty work. He even claimed that Kevin Dent pushed him to torture and murder the victim, with Heather holding the shotgun in her hands. However, the overwhelming evidence exposed each of his claims to be nothing but lies. Brad Main was given the maximum sentence of life in prison without the possibility of parole. We would like to express our sincere condolences to the family and friends of Roy Jaggers.
Rest in peace to Roy, bro. Rest in peace to Roy.
Because it was a simple investigation.
That's all you had to do.
Simple investigation would have gave the answers.
Get authorities involved, investigate, talk to the kids, because y'all was going to do that anyway.
Exactly.
It's found nothing.
Probable cause for anything.
Nothing happened.
Nothing.
Bless them kids. Bless, and rest in peace to Roy. Like, what in the world?
Y'all ain't shit.
And no, Heather or nor Kevin should be getting out. Period.
They got life with the possibility to parole. Heather 20 and him 10. And I guess 10 because he decided to snitch first. Because a lot of times in crimes like this, they need one person to snitch first, and they typically get the less. They can get the least of.
And I wonder also because it was like also like more so like what was both of y'all doing?
Yeah.
Or whatever case may be. But you called Brad, you like
you help orchestrate.
Yeah. So maybe that's why.
Honestly, who knows? Y'all probably conspired there before he even
exactly.
Before he even got there, y'all probably said, "Hey, we killing this motherfucker tonight."
Hey.
And all because she kept saying the camera kept going in and out, in and out, in and out. I'm like, how is the camera going in and out if he has no access to the camera? Because why would I have the camera going in and out instead of just turning the camera completely off and y'all not knowing? But you talking about it had kept going in and out, black spots. And he was he even walking around the house with drawers on? Or did he have shorts on?
At this point.
And also, were y'all some crackheads? It give me some druggy behavior where y'all high and thinking y'all seeing something that y'all ain't seeing. Because to commit a crime like that, you got to be a high person. Because no sane person can go through with that. Unless you just fucking cuckoo.
Unless you just,
Unless something's seriously wrong with you, I don't see how anybody under any sober circumstances can see somebody being fucking, life really being stripped away from them the way y'all did.
Yeah. And y'all like
enjoying it. Except for Brad, because that motherfucker weird.
He weird. And y'all enjoying it, like laughing, taking turns.
They
like this.
Tell his mom, I killed a PDF.
If that helps you sleep at night?
Well, you didn't.
No, you did not.
Bro, you can't make some of this shit up, bro.
Again, rest in peace to Roy, though. My condolences to his family, because that is so sad.
So sad. Tragic. No one deserves to go out like that, especially if they. Now, if he had committed those acts, prison is 100% definitely what he deserved. And going through a hard time in prison, yes, he deserves that.
But that was not this case.
But that is not your decision.
And it's not your, exactly. And
man, and like his sister said, man, that man fought
27.
Fought tooth and nail.
Yep.
To try to survive. Wow. Even getting pushed off the cliff till he fell hard on the cathedral and still got up and tried to run his ass off. And y'all saw that and put 4 in his back with a shotgun. Because when you shot him the first time, he still was running.
That's evil, bro.
He's still trying to get away. Because man.
That's evil. I don't understand.
That is some toxic ass shit, bro. Y'all spam us up. Y'all let us know y'all thoughts in the comments for us down below, man. But until next time, y'all know how it go, man. I do go by the name DJ New Kid Assist.
Sierra Nicole.
Right? Mm-hmm. You took a whole long.
I was just thinking.
I do go by the name DJ New Kid Assist.
Sierra Nicole.
We are.
We are.
No time to kick it, got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my pocket.